What? What do you want? Good morning. I'm at my mom's house, as you can tell. There's a lot of dogs in here. Lots of dogs. I think they want to go outside, but they just went out like not that long ago. Whatever, I'll probably end up letting them out. I'm not mean. I stopped at Tim Hortons on my way over to get coffee. The line was really long. I was in line for like 15 minutes. I've never seen it that long in the morning. Yep, that's delicious. For the first half hour that I'm here, I'm just gonna watch Netflix to finish waking up a little bit, and then after I'm fully awake, I'll start working. Plus, the laptop is charging anyways, and the cord's not long enough to reach where I'm sitting, and I don't want to sit on the floor. So while I'm watching this and trying to wake up, the laptop is charging. And I guess the dogs want to go outside, but I really don't want to get up to let them out. Honestly, I just got here. I've been sitting down for like maybe a minute, and they want me to get back up again. They're gonna have to wait like at least a couple of minutes, because I am not getting up right now. I am so tired. I had such a hard time getting up this morning. Like, I just wanted to go back to sleep. And Cody has this thing, which I've talked about before, where he wakes me up around 7:30, sometimes a little bit before 7:30, and he has me get up, make his sandwiches for his lunch, and then I feed the cats and get ready for the day. And I'm not a morning person. Melanie almost didn't want to take her meds this morning. She didn't want to take them last night, which was kind of sucky. I tried giving them to her and she didn't want it, so I waited an hour and then she took them. And she only ate half her dinner last night. And then this morning she only ate half of her breakfast. So I was like, am I really gonna have to like not give her meds this morning, or am I gonna have to like stay at home for longer? But she wanted to eat it. At first she started chewing it and then she put it on the floor, and I had to like convince her to eat it basically. But then she finally took her medication, and I was like, oh my god. Like, I don't know what the problem is. Should I take her back to the vet? When Cody's at work today, I'm gonna have him talk to the vet. So, I don't know. It's just frustrating, really. I don't know what her issue is. I really don't. As far as I know, she's been doing fine, except for like last night and this morning. So I don't know if she just has like an upset stomach or something, which could be the case, or if it's related to everything else. So I'm gonna have to ask. I feel extra tired in my eyeballs, especially. Like, I just want to close my eyes because they're just so heavy and tired. The ride here wasn't too bad. I was kind of anxious, so I went to Tim Hortons because it's in the town I live in, so it's not too far away. And then I got there and I waited in line, and I calmed down and I was like, okay, I can drive to my mom's now, because I had gotten myself to calm down. And then the ride here was like not too bad or anything. The weather's not bad. It's really cold out. It's 7 degrees Fahrenheit, and then the real feel is -4, so it's like really cold outside. But besides that, like, the roads aren't bad, which is good. It was just annoying mostly driving to my mom's house. To be honest, like, it was just annoying, but whatever. I mean, I'm here. My first load is in, and I'm just gonna sit and chill for like 20 minutes, half an hour. Because these episodes that I'm watching on Netflix are only half an hour long. And then, I'll get to typing, because I'm pretty sure the laptop should be charged by the time it's done, because I did charge it for a little bit last night, but I didn't want to leave it to charge overnight, because I'm weird about overcharging stuff, especially laptops, so I didn't leave it plugged in overnight. I unplugged it when I went to bed, And so I have to finish charging it today, but I don't know how charged it was last night because I wasn't on it, Cody was on it, and I didn't ask, so I don't know what the charge is at, but I know it's still charging, so I just gotta wait. I'm also so stuffy in my face, and ooh. This morning Cody asked me if I could smell something, and I was like, dude, I'm a mouth breather right now. I can't smell anything. You're gonna have to wait. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, doggies. Come on. Come on. Are you guys ready? Come on, B. Go, Adonis. Go. Bailey's going. It's your turn. Do you want to wait? I'll let you wait. Come back in. And then Mello will run away, and then you can go outside. Come back in. Okay, she's going to the bathroom. Go, Adonis, go. Go, Adonis, go. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. They always go after Adonis. So I went to go switch my laundry, and there's already laundry in the dryer that was still wet. It's a bunch of towels. So I assume maybe they were washed this morning, but as far as I know, when Tyler came downstairs, he had just woken up, I assume at least. So maybe they're from last night. I don't know. They were still wet, so they're drying right now, so I have to wait to put my laundry in the dryer, which means I have to wait to put my other load in the washer, which means I'm going to be here longer. Not a big deal. Not something I wanted to deal with, though, and usually if there is clothes in the dryer when I open it, usually they're all dry and stuff like that, because, you know, you put stuff in the dryer and you dry it. There were wet towels in there in the dryer sheet and everything, but it had never been turned on. Maybe they forgot to turn it on, whoever it was. I assume it was Tyler, but I have no idea, but whatever, I guess I'm here for longer. Update on that back pain that I was talking to you guys about. Right here, in like the middle of my back, almost. More so to the side. This morning, I was making Cody sandwiches, and I bent all the way down to open the drawer near the floor to get out the cheese and meat for his sandwiches. And I stood back up, and it hurt so bad. I was just like, ow, 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 ow. And then Cody's like, what did you do? I'm like, I didn't do anything. That's the problem. Like, I don't know why it hurts so bad and stuff like that. I have no idea. I haven't had an issue since this morning, though. Like, pain-wise, I've been fine. But I feel like it's definitely something that needs to be checked out. Because it's different than my other back pain, and this is something that I'm pretty sure is caused by something. So I don't know. I'm thinking about when I schedule the ultrasound, maybe they could check it out, but it's only going to be like an ultrasound, like, tech or whatever it's called, who's, like, specializes in that stuff or whatever. But I could see if they could take a look at it, or at least feel the area, because, I mean, they are technically doctors or nurses or whatever, so, like, they do know something. And just ask them if I should be worried about it, I guess. I'm not going to ask them to, like, ultrasound my back, because, like, I'm not really worried about it. I mean, if anything, I do have a kidney there, but I don't think it's that. I don't know. But it just kind of hurts, and I'm kind of over it. So, I don't know. And I haven't started doing work yet because the laptop is still charging, and I could unplug it and use it anyways, even though it's not done charging. But, like, I have this weird thing where, like, for some reason I feel like I need to wait until it's done charging, even though I don't, and I don't know why that's in my head, so I haven't started anything yet. But that's okay. I plan on doing stuff later. I don't know if I'll get Tim Hortons on the way home. The only reason I would end up getting Tim Hortons on the way home is if I win something off of this cup. This is my 8th cup, by the way. 8. Has it not been focused on me like this whole time? I'm so sorry. 8. This is number 8. If I don't win something, like, not even, like, a stupid donut, I'm gonna be so sad. Still got a bunch of coffee left. It's probably about, like, less than half full. And then I also have water, because water's good for you. And I'm just waiting for the laptop to charge, basically, and I'm gonna end up being here for longer because I have to wait for the dryer, like I said, so me waiting for the laptop to charge really isn't, like, a big deal. So Cody called me, so I ended that clip kind of abruptly, but I think I ended it on, like, a solid statement. Dog hair. Ugh. So, what was I saying? Oh, Cody called me. So, for Melanie, he talked to the one vet, and they're like, she's probably fine, but the medication, the antibiotics, can make her nauseous, so she might not be eating as much and stuff like that because she might be nauseous again. So they're asking us to bring her in today, and they're gonna give her more anti-nausea medication. It's like an injectable or whatever, and then she should be fine, and then I think they're probably going to run a couple of tests because she's almost done with the antibiotics. Today would be like her last full day, and then I think she has a couple extra to take tomorrow because the first day that we started it was late in the afternoon, so we only gave her one that day, so I think she has like one or two to take tomorrow. But she's basically done with those, so I don't want to like switch her medication, even though it would technically be the same, it just wouldn't be a pill form or whatever, but the anti-nausea stuff should work, but they might run extra tests to see if she still has the UTI and how she's doing and stuff like that. So, but I was just worried because I was like, she's not really eating that much. And she only threw up once in the beginning when she was nauseous. She threw up a few times. But last night she only threw up the one time. But it was 10 hours after breakfast, and it was close to dinner time. So I was weird when she threw up because after that much time, especially because we don't free feed her, 10 hours is about enough time for her stomach contents should have been empty or almost empty, and she threw up what looked like about half of her food. So maybe she had an upset stomach, but she was fine all day, and then all of a sudden threw up, and she threw up a lot more food than she should have, in my opinion. So that worried me. So that's why I told Cody to ask the vet and stuff. And so I'm hoping it's just nausea, but when we bring her in, we'll find out. And they want us to bring her in around 2, but I'm here and I have to wait for the dryer, like I said, and stuff like that. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. So I told Cody, I'm like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, and I explained to him that the whole dryer thing and how there was stuff in there that I had to dry, so I have to wait to like dry mine, yada yada. He said that if I can't go home, to get Melanie and bring her there, that he'll leave work to grab Melanie and bring her there, and he'll continue working while she's getting her vet stuff done, and then when she's done, he's gonna clock out and just go home for the day, because that's around how long he ends up staying at work anyways. Minus the time to, like, go home, get Melanie, and then come back, really, but you know what I mean. So, I don't know. I just hope she's okay. She's kind of old, and she's my baby, and I worry about her a lot. I told Cody, I'm like, she worries me. Like, she worries me. And I don't want anything wrong with my cat. It's time to roll up the rim. Hopefully I win something. That would be exciting. Who knows if I really will. We can hope, right? I want a coffee. No, I dropped my free coffee. Oh my god, look at this. Win coffee. Yes. I need to go cut this out. I'm so excited. Oh my god, this couch really sucks you in. Bailey is sleeping. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I'm so excited. Roll Up the Rim is no longer canceled. Time to cut out my free coffee. Ooh, yes. Free coffee. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Yes. Now I gotta make sure I don't lose this, so I'll probably pop it in my wallet. I feel like that would make the most sense. I can't believe I won at Roll Up the Rim. That's so exciting. It's no longer canceled. Roll Up the Rim is back, Jack. Yeah, Jack. Hi. He's a little cutie. He's helping me celebrate. Look at Mello in the background. Ooh, you're such a floofer. How are you? Do you want a free coffee? Do you? Do you want a free coffee, Jack? What a cutie. Jack. Hi. You want a free coffee? I know I do. You can't have coffee, though. That's bad for dogs. I'll give you a fake coffee. Thanks, I think. He just licked my pants. He's weird. Ooh, today's gonna be a good day. Melanie's gonna get figured out. I want a free coffee. It's like winning the lottery, but in caffeine. So I'll definitely get a coffee on the way home. I don't see why not, considering I won a free coffee. The only reason why I wouldn't is if I need to go get Melanie and I'm running late to go get her. Then I'll just go straight home and then I'll get a coffee another day. But I feel like if anything, I'll probably end up going to get it when I go home. It also depends on when I get to go home. Because if I don't get to go home until later, I may not get it, or I'll get it and I'll drink some of it and then save the rest for later. Especially when it's a free coffee, like, you're gonna get the biggest coffee. I'm getting an extra large. And so, it's free coffee, extra large, give me all the coffee for free. So, depending on what time of day, but even if I get it in like an hour, I probably still won't drink all of it. Probably save it for, tomorrow. So I just did a transcription and it was a little bit over 3 minutes, but it took me just over an hour to do. Because I had to do so much research on the dang thing, because everything was foreign. It was all, like, it was in English, but it was based in Papua New Guinea. And so I didn't know any spellings and I didn't know, like, anything. And I had to, like, guess at how it was spelled by how it sounded by typing it into Google and then figuring out if I was right or wrong, and I had to do that so many times. And there were 2 words that I couldn't figure out for the life of me, so I had to put in, I guess it's called a phonetic tag, which is like, you put in how you think it's spelled, and then they'll go back and they'll change it for you, and it's basically like a safe bet, like, if you literally can't find anything, because I replayed it multiple times over and over and over again, and Google searched it, and I don't know if, like, I just had the spelling completely wrong, heard it completely wrong, but I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. So I just used that, like, twice, and I was like, oh my god, like, this is a lot. So much work on a 3-minute audio clip that I'm not even gonna make that much on. And I know I'll get better, like, as time goes on, but jeez. And then because of the accent, in order to understand what she was saying better, I slowed down the footage to 80%. That way when she was saying words that I didn't understand, like a name of a place or something, even her accent wasn't too bad, but when she was saying the names of the place with her accent and stuff like that, it can make it kind of harder to understand what she's saying when it's a foreign word. So I slowed down the footage, and that made it a little bit easier, but it still took a long time. I'm so glad I got that done. Oh my god, I looked up at the time and I was like, dear god, I've been doing this for an hour. But it's done. I'm waiting to see the graded thing back to see what I did on it. So, I'm looking at the thing right now. I just got the email. I just finished changing out the laundry. It says the formatted file you recently completed has been graded 5 out of 5. I got 5 in accuracy and 5 in formatting. This is something that was in a foreign accent, had foreign names for all the places, the field, because it was based on like a rugby field or whatever, and pretty much everything was foreign except it was all spoken in English, yada yada whatever. But the other ones were all spoken in English in like an American accent, a lot easier to understand, no messy audio, and I did worse on those ones than I did on this foreign accent one. And like, yeah, I took a long time on this one, but Jesus Christ, what the heck? How did I do? Like, the other ones I was getting like 4 out of 5 and stuff like that. So it's not like I did horrible on those ones, but I did a lot better on this one than I did the other ones. So I don't know how that worked. Oh, there were a couple things that I got wrong. The one part, I played it over a few times, over and over again, and I thought she said taco. She was like, I had my first taco here, and I was like, that's delicious. Turns out she said tackle. I thought she said taco. Oh my god. And then the other one, I didn't know, because she went over herself a couple of times, and I thought she said tries both times, but I guess the second time she said try, singular, so those are the only things I messed up on. So, yikes. I did a lot better on this one than my other ones. That's actually, like, kind of crazy. I didn't think I would do that good. I was like, this is gonna be, like, a 3 out of 4. There's no way. Here I am with a 5 out of 5. That makes me feel a lot better for the time I spent doing that. Like, all that time I spent, worth it. Oh. I was thinking about starting the next one, but the next one says it's challenging, which means, and the other one was intermediate, which means this one might end up taking longer because the audio might not be as good. So that's not what I wanted to click on. The audio probably isn't as good. It's probably more messy or something like that. So, I might not do that, because if that one was only intermediate and it took me about an hour, especially because, like, I'm not that good yet, it looks like the research, I think, is what really took all that time, but, if this one's gonna take about an hour, or say even a little bit over an hour, the dryer doesn't take that long, and I'd rather not stay here that long, so I'd rather just go home. So I think I'm gonna leave it and wait and finish this start this one when I get home, and I'll work on this one later, because I would just rather wait until I was home. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, just to make it a little bit easier. So, well, not easier, but just so, like, I can be home at a decent time and maybe, hopefully, take Melanie. By the time that's done, what time is it? By the time that's done, it'll be around 1 o'clock-ish. And then I should be home. I'd be home a little bit late. I'd be, like, getting home just around the time I'm supposed to be leaving to take Melanie. So, I mean, I could rush into it. But I'll text Cody and see what he wants to do, because I don't want to end up being late, although I'm not sure it would matter if I was late. Might be easier if I just take him, or her. For some reason I was thinking about Cody. I'll ask him about it and see what he wants to do. But, this is basically what I'm doing today, and then taking Melanie to the vet, or Cody might take Melanie to the vet and stuff like that. I might put another little thing at the end of this vlog telling you about what happens if there's any new news or whatever. But besides all that, I'm gonna end the vlog for today, because I feel like it's just gonna be more and more boring or something. I don't know. But, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys are having a good week so far.